What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh and welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Today we actually got news about the patch 1.2 and what some of the features are that will be in this. This is very exciting. We've known for a while that they're going to be updating this game periodically and making some changes, and honestly this is some of the biggest stuff that could have been changed, and I really want to talk about it. So if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more daily Pokemon content from me in the future. We're trying to hit the goal of 5,000 subs by July, so all help is appreciated, but let's get into it. So I have us over here on the official Nintendo support page talking about this particular patch. Now, we still do not have a release date for this patch. That is one thing to note. Still scheduled for the end of February, likely going to be on Pokemon Day. And my guess is they just drop it the same day as the Pokemon Presents. That's my biggest speculation for this particular patch. But there's some really good stuff here. So first up, let's talk about feature adjustments, right? Additional functionality for the Pokemon boxes. If you've played this game, you know the boxes are no bueno. They are so bad. They are just, it's just not a good thing. So from a Pokemon summary, players will be able to change Pokemon's nicknames, markings, held items, mark or ribbon related titles, as well as being able to reorder moves. You can also have a Pokemon remember moves and have a Pokemon forget moves and use TMs. This is all very nice. This is stuff that was in the previous games, and I really don't know why it got excluded. It must have been an oversight, rushed, if they forgot it, I don't know. But nice to see that they're focusing on this. Players will be able to swap out held items by pressing Y when held in item view. This is something that has annoyed the crap out of me since the launch of the game. As someone who plays a lot of competitive and is moving their items around between Pokemon, this was in Sword and Shield. I don't know why it took so long for this to be in this game, but it's nice to see it's there. Players will be able to select all boxes while moving Pokemon or items in the party and boxes in held view. Again, this is a nice change that was in previous games. When in the battle team view, Pokemon in your boxes that are assigned to a battle team will now have their icons displayed in a darker hue if those Pokemon are members of a battle team that is currently being displayed. Interesting. I guess that makes sense if you have like multiple versions of the same Pokemon in different teams. So I think that's a welcome change. And then the news screen will be displayed when you connect to the internet from the main menu, as it is when you're connecting to the internet in the Poke Portal. I mean, this makes sense. It shows off the news and stuff, everything that's happening, where like events and all that stuff. So it kind of makes sense that they want to kind of promote that stuff. Bug fixes. This is really important stuff. Now, I do want to, before I go any further, there are no current listing of like performance adjustments. That is not happening. There's just bug fixes. And honestly, that is what's more important to me personally. I would rather see them focus on fixing the issues with the game, and then later down the road maybe doing an update patch that increases the performance of the game. That's just me. I'd rather the game be in a better place how it is currently, then worry about making it look prettier, because right now there's some glaring issues. So first, Terra Raid battles. A bug that can prevent opposing Terra Pokemon's HP gauge from properly reflecting the damage done by certain moves, such as Play Rough, or certain status conditions may occur in Terra Raid battles, resulting in the Pokemon's HP gauge fluctuating. This will be fixed. Fantastic. This has been such a glaring issue, especially for the 7-star Terra Raids. You know, you'd have an Azumarill belly drum up on Charizard and Play Rough, and then you delete the health bar, and then it's back to like half health, and it makes no sense. It's so frustrating. So I'm so glad to see that this is being addressed. A bug that causes all Pokemon on your side to faint at once despite their HP gauges, indicating that they will still have HP occur in the Black Terra Crystal battles against Pokemon with the Mightiest Mark. This will be fixed. I've never experienced that. That is super weird. Interesting. Good thing it's fixed, because that's crazy. A bug that can temporarily prevent a player from entering any input into the game may occur if the Terra Pokemon takes certain actions while the player is choosing their target move. This was really nice, because you get stuck like trying to cheer, and then you couldn't do anything, and it was super frustrating. So a bug that causes communication error may occur when someone connected to a Terra Raid battle sees a different Pokemon displayed on their screen than what the host sees. This will be fixed. A bug may occur causes players joining Terra Raid from Terra Raid battle search screen to be brought Terra Raid's battle against a Pokemon different from the one they saw displayed. It will be fixed. That's like the same thing as the one above. A bug that causes Terra Raid crystals not to appear a set amount of time may occur under certain circumstances. That will be fixed as well. Battles. There are some huge changes here in the battles section. So type matchups against Pokemon that have fainted will no longer appear when selecting a move. This is really good for newer players, especially if you're getting into competitive, because it would be super annoying. Say you have like an Annihilate and a Mousehold on the opposing side of the field, right? And say you have Great Tusk on your side. You are going to use close combat. You already knocked out the mouse hold, but it still says that close combat is super effective because there is the mouse hold still in that slot for whatever reason. You know, it's still reading the mouse hold is there. So you would use close combat thinking it'd be super effective into Annihilate, and then it'd be completely missed because Annihilate's a ghost type, right? And I know this isn't like a huge deal for like more experienced players, but for people trying to get into competitive, that would be super annoying. So that's a good fix. A Zoroark that is terrestrialized and is disguised as another Pokemon via its illusion ability can be identified as Zoroark by using the check target option. This is a bug and will be fixed. I'm assuming that's the same for Ditto. So I think Ditto will have the same thing because you can do it with Dittos too in the wild. When a Zoroark has terrestrialized and is disguised as another Pokemon via its illusion ability, the type matchups and moves are displayed based on the type of the Pokemon that Zoroark is disguised as, rather than Zoroark's Terra type. This is a bug and will be fixed. Interesting. I haven't messed around with Zoroark at all, so I don't really know. The stats of a Dondozo with a Tatsugiri in its mouth will increase when Dondozo uses Order Up, even when the move should have been negated. For example, if an opponent is using Protect. This is a bug and will be fixed. That is absolutely massive for playing against a Dondozo. Dondozo has been such a meta-defining Pokemon for so long, and seeing that they are addressing some issues with this is crazy. Absolutely crazy, because I always thought that that was a really interesting mechanic, that you didn't get the move off, but you still got the boost. And knowing that that's a bug is very, very interesting. If a Pokemon terrestrializes after using Destiny Bond and then faints, the effects of Destiny Bond will fail to activate. This is a bug and will be fixed. Interesting. Didn't know that was an issue as well. So here are some of the other issues that are being addressed, and then we'll talk a bit more. We will address the issue that causes the game to forcibly close at a certain location. As a result of this fix, there may be a reduction of Pokemon and people displayed in certain towns or in the wild. This is no surprise. It's just the game overloading, trying to run everything all at once that's crashing your game, so that makes a lot of sense. When a Pokemon that is not part of the Paldea Pokedex is obtained through a link trade, it is displayed as being registered to the Paldea Pokedex. This is a bug and will be fixed. Certain actions can cause the main character's expression to not change until the game is closed and reopened. This will be fixed. A bug occurred for some players after Ranked Battle Season 1, where the visiting the Ranked Battle screen immediately after the season resulted had been calculated caused a communication error right after these players received the rewards. Following this error, players will be unable to participate in any further ranked battles. That will be fixed. That's a huge change. That's really good. If a player has created several battle teams but does not use the battle team in the first slot or the ranked battles, they may not receive the Master Rank ribbon after winning ranked battles in Master Ball tier. This will be fixed. That's good as well. When a Pokemon you caught comes back to you from another player through link trade, it may not listen to your commands in accordance with what is written in the profile app. Pokemon caught at level XX or below will listen to your commands. That'll be fixed. A bug is preventing the Pokedex from displaying additional entries, such as entries for shiny Pokemon or Pokemon that receive through surprise trade from players that play in a different language. For Pokemon species that were already registered in the Pokedex, this will be fixed. Objects such as Pokeballs may be displayed in certain locations of the field unintentionally. This will be fixed. This was something that was super common in like the research labs in Area 0. Passerby will no longer be displayed during certain battles that take place in towns of the main story. That's a good fix. And then other select bug fixes will be implemented. Now, that is all that we know at this time. That's all they've given us, all that we have available at our fingertips. But we are planning further future updates and bug fixes not listed in the patch notes. Please check back here in the full details when the update data is distributed. So, that's really promising that we have this really massive list of very good bug fixes and stuff that's important that needs fixed in the game. And they even said that more is likely coming in this particular patch that we just don't know yet. And I think this is fantastic personally. I think it's so good that we are getting all of these fixes. And then, like I said, hopefully later down the road, we get a little update that improves performance. But I would rather them fix all the bugs and issues with the game prior to doing a performance update personally. That's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you happy about these changes? Are you disappointed by this update? I want to know it all. But if you found the video entertaining and helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And if you want to see more from me, check out this video where I talk about Brute Bonnet versus Amoonguss, which is better in VGC right now. 2 Amoonguss, 2 different playstyles, really cool stuff. Check that out. And also, if you want to see stuff, talk about Pokemon Day, when I think this is going to drop, check out this video where I have a whole bunch of speculation on what we're going to see on Pokemon Day, and some of it, based on the leaks, looks pretty accurate, so check that video out. But until next time, peace.